watching Fanduel Sports Network, the home of the Hornets and Hurricanes.
So many songs written about reaching the end of something, but tonight Hornets fans aren't singing the blue just because it's the last game of the season. That's because there's more basketball to come. Hello everyone, welcome to Hornets Live, presented by Explore. Boone, Con, Knipple, all smiles. Why? Well, because he's going to win the Rookie of the Year. Let's just say it right there.
That's right.
We're going to put that out there. Plus, he's leading the NBA in three-pointers, but don't look now. LaMelo Ball is right behind him. We'll talk more of that about that coming up in the show. Oh, wow, look at that. We love the hugs from Patrick Ewing, the Hall of Famer in the house, giving Brandon Miller a little bit of love before he gets out there and tries to take on the Knicks to get a win here in the world's most famous arena. Oh, it's the last one of the year with Dell. Are you more of an in-sync guy, or are you more of a Boys to Men kind of guy?
I'd say Boys to Men.
All right, so it's the end of the road. That's a song. If you don't know that, I love that song. But no better place to end it right here in New York City with the bright lights. And the Hornets, of course, know that they're going to be going on to the postseason.
When the schedule comes out at the beginning of the year, you go, as a player, you look at it like, where are we going to start, where are we going to finish? To finish your regular season game here in the world's most famous arena in this kind of scenario, with this kind of circumstances, it's a player's dream. Anybody that's competitive and wants to play well on the big stage, you got to love the atmosphere that's going to be here in Madison Square Garden. You just got to come out and play hard. Forget about everything around you. Just do what you've been doing all season long.
Forget about everything, but we're not going to forget about the standings, because that's what we've been watching all season long. And take a look right there. You see the Knicks on the left-hand side, solidly in third. We'll talk about who's available for the Knicks because of their standing position in just a few minutes. But the play-in tournament right there, we're looking at ninth. Basically, the Hornets, they control their own destiny. Is that a good place or a bad place to be in for a team?
It's a great place to be in. Just like it's great to be here at Madison Square Garden, your last game, it's great to be able to control what you can control. Just win, and you lock in the ninth spot. You love that. You don't have to depend on anybody else. As a coach, you always say, hey, let's control what we can control. You can control how you play, how you come and be prepared for this game to come out and win, and you host a play-in game.
And, of course, they've been tested over the last two games because those have been losses. Asked Coach Charles Lee about that, and he said it's good for these guys to figure out what's going to happen once the postseason starts, to go out there, play playoff caliber teams, and maybe not have the outcome work out in their favor.
It's all about gaining experience right now. It starts right here tonight. You can win, and you're ninth in the play-in. It's about experiencing this type of atmosphere and this type of, I wouldn't call it pressure, you just want to come out and play well and win so that you can host that game, and then you get into the playoffs, play in, and it's going to be an entirely different scenario, different feeling. It's all about experiencing those type uncomfortable situations, learning from them, and then growing as a team and as an individual.
You know what I've learned over the last three games? LaMelo Ball has been playing out of his mind. 35, 36, 27. Those are his points, not his lottery numbers in the last three games. And he's also had 19 threes. He's hitting it from wherever he wants to, playing so absolutely free.
He is. He's playing free, but he's playing under control. He's playing team basketball. He's not trying to do it all on himself. He's understanding, I got to trust my teammates. You'll see him throw that ball ahead and then work the offense without the ball to come back to him. He's knocking down threes, but he's still a guy that you love to pay your good money to come in and watch. He's that entertaining.
That's right. It's not just the threes that he's filling up the stat sheet with either. He's doing it on the defensive side of the ball. But, however, as we take a look at our Toyota inside look, the fourth quarter, so what do we do? What do we have to do to fix this?
Well, look at that. You're playing at Minnesota, at Boston, and the Pistons. Those are really good defensive teams, and they're going to lock down the Hornets' best guy that runs the team in the fourth quarter. It's been LaMelo Ball right there, but you just got to play through it. Again, everything is about learning, experiencing those things, and how they ratchet up their defense in the fourth quarter to slow you down. And then they know we got a chance of beating the Hornets if LaMelo Ball doesn't shoot the threes, doesn't score the ball in the fourth quarter in clutch time when the game really matters. But it's all about growing, getting in those situations, learning from them, and then understanding I've got to play better. I've got to force the issue a little bit. I got to score the ball.
We talked about how the Knicks are solidly locked into that third position. So then the question is risk versus reward. Who do you put out there when you know you're moving on? And the answer is nobody.
Yeah, that's right.
There's your guys that are not going to be out there tonight for the New York Knicks. We got Brunson, Karl Anthony Towns, Anunoby, Josh Hart. I mean, everybody. You know, Mikal Bridges will go in there and start for at least a little while. He's got to get that Iron Man, title still going.
You look at the injury report, and it looks like the Knicks are doing the Hornets a solid by not playing any of their guys, knowing the Hornets really need and want to win this game. But it's important, like I've said all along, NBA playoff teams need to have their guys rested and healthy, and that's what the Knicks want to do by having those guys not play last game of the year.
And they're still going to compete against NBA players, which means it's still going to be tough. You've got our no bond health player to watch right here is Jordan Anderson and Jordan Clarkson, and he is the sixth man of the year back in 2021, has really worked his way into a rotation with some of those guys not playing towards the end of the season.
Yeah, a lot of these guys that, for the Knicks are going to play out of their norm a little bit, including Clarkson. He's been a really good player in this league. You said sixth man of the year. Can really score the basketball, but can he carry a team and keep them in the game enough to win it down the stretch? I don't know, playing about 17 minutes a night. A lot of guys are going to get a chance to play. It's a home game, their last home game, fan appreciation night, so the Hornets cannot take it easy. They understand. You said it. These guys are in the NBA for a reason. They know how to play. You cannot rest that injuries. Guys are out. We're not playing anybody. Yeah, they can still play and win.
And if there's one thing that New Yorkers are serious about, it is their sports team, and it is their New York Knicks for sure. You know they'll be filling this place on a Sunday afternoon. All right, time now for our FanDuel's Play Your Game. Take a look at our same game parlay. With all of those guys not getting the start tonight, the Hornets are favored by 14 points. We're going LaMelo Ball, 4+3 made. We're watching that battle between him and Con. And Con, we've got to score 20+ points. Con hasn't been putting up the numbers he did in the first part of 2026, but he did have 26 against the Knicks last time they played, so there's that.
I like that parlay. Why? Because the Hornets know they want to win this game, have to win this game. They should come out real aggressive, get the ball to their shot makers. That's LaMelo and this guy, Con Knipple right here. You're going to play against, again, Knicks players that normally don't start, don't get a lot of time. So the Hornets, having their starters out there, should come out aggressive and able to play well on the offensive end.
FanDuel knows it's more fun when you're with the team. Refer a friend now, and you'll both score bonus bets that are ready to use instantly. Check the FanDuel Sportsbook app right now to play your game with the squad. Still to come on the last Hornets Live of the season. Boo. We've loved Real Access so much this season, so before we shut it down, we're going to go behind the scenes with your Charlotte Hornets for one last time. And later, there's Eric. He made Real Access this time. We love that so much. It's going to be fun to watch. Coach Lee later, too.
Hornets Live is brought to you by Carolina Ford Dealers.
Welcome back to Hornets Live here in New York City. And as the Hornets close out their regular season against the Knicks, one of the stories the last time they played was just how good Moussa Diabate was against Karl Anthony Towns. Really limited him on the glass and limited him in terms of what he can do. Moussa has become one of the fan favorites this season. Of course, everybody has their Moose antlers. But let's face it, every single player on this team has given Hornets fans a reason to say, go Hornets. As we close out the year, we're going to take a look back at some of the greatest moments with Real Access, and Eric Collins is going to take us along for the ride.
Well, winning kind of covers over everything. I wouldn't mind if the Hornets won by 1 point every single day, but the way that they win is just incredible. These guys do not let the foot off the gas. You know, they win by 20 every single game. And they're relentless about it. And they do it on the road. And they do it consistently. And no matter in which they do it, with smiles on their faces, with an extra pass, not being in a hurry, but making sure that everyone kind of gets fed, I think that's totally sustainable. And that's what made me a believer. You know, the expression has always been steal one on the road. Hornets haven't been stealing anything on the road. They've been absolutely taking it. They're walking into buildings with their chests puffed out and saying, we're the better team.
I feel like when teams are good on the road, that means they just have good togetherness, and because on the road, it's really you against everybody. And I feel like we take road dogs serious.
On to the next one, on to the next one, on to the next one.
This is the deepest team that I've seen the Hornets have in the 11 years I've been here. Kobe White has changed everything.
This is the most exciting game I've been in. Feel me? This is the game I'm most excited for. We got the whole game. We got, put the camera on him right quick. Now put it back on me. We got Musa back. Hold on. We got, put the camera right there, right there. And then put it back on me. We got him back, and then you put the camera right there. It's home. Feel me? Come on now.
I know I told you this. I think the important thing for you to know is, like, when we traded for you, it wasn't about like, oh, he's a good basketball player, let's just get him. It was like everything. Front office was like, when they called all of us and told us, like, we're getting this guy for who he is as a person. He's about Carolina. He's about what we're trying to be about. We love, like, the fact that he's going to have great moments. He's going to have some low moments, but how he responds is like what we really love about him. I just thought it was important before your first game with us, like, you're prepared. You don't need to think about anything except hooping.
It was fun. I had a joyful time. To me, I felt like I fit right in.
Hey, hell yeah. Great victory, great road win. That game was like a prime example of Hornets DNA in terms of, like, humble confidence. Like, knowing how good we are, but if we do not play hard, if we do not play together, if we do not play the right way, we ain't it. Okay, and we can be beaten on any given night, but we have to play the right way.
I remember talking to you in Charlotte about Knipple as an opponent. What's it like? What have you seen from him, and then playing alongside him tonight for the first time? What was that like?
It's different, man. I'm gonna be honest when I say this. In terms of shooting that ball,
The minute he comes down the floor, everyone on the defense has to say, "Where's Knipple?" It's not just that he's a bulk chucker. He's a guy who makes the vast majority of his shots. So he can't be open, and he's smart enough to know that when he's got the ball, he's got at least two people's attention on him, and that means that someone's going to be open. He's got the brain, and he's got the ability to get the ball to the open shooter, and it just changes everything.
This is history. Got it! The new rookie record holder for three-pointers made is Knipple.
Just a little bit of Con has drastically changed everyone's life on the offensive side over the last 72 games.
I get the bucket.
Yeah, get the bucket.
I got the bucket.
That must have taken a long time to clean up out of that locker room right there. You can check out all Real Access on the Hornets YouTube channel. That's funny stuff right there. We are getting ready for the last game of the season. Miles Bridges closing out another season in a Charlotte Hornets uniform. And here's your Domino's tracker countdown clock. Track your pizza delivery at Domino's.com. Oh, it's going to be a good one here tonight. The Knicks and the Hornets. We've got more Hornets Live coming up next.
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
Hornets Live is brought to you by Explore Boone, Boone, North Carolina. Visit exploreboone.com.
I don't care how many times you see Lady Liberty, she takes your breath away. When you're driving across the bridge or you see her from the airplane, such a cool sight right there, Statue of Liberty. And, of course, one of the newest members of the New York Knicks team, Jose Alvarado, home here in New York City, wants to make his mark on the team and this group. Of course, what are the challenges that he'll present as well as the rest of the team? Well, Eric caught up with Coach Lee, and it's brought to you by Explore Boone.
Shannon, thank you so much. Okay, Coach, first things first. We always talk about the championships you've been a part of in your career.
Another one for this organization. Congratulations to the Greensboro Swarm. Your thoughts on a G League championship?
Look at you, Dell. DJ Khaled over here. Another one. I like that right there. Hopefully your IFB's up. Really excited and proud of our organization for what we were able to accomplish in that G League playoffs. Credit to Coach Baker and his staff and Steve. I know all the hard work that goes into putting that season together, and I just love the process they have day to day. And I'm also proud of the players, between our two-way guys, between the guys that are always there on the G League squad, and then T-John and Liam going there and impacting winning and finding different ways to do it and feeling that environment is huge for them. So ton of really big positives, and I guess, like you said, I can add that to my championship count as well. All right, cool.
Before we get to today's game, I want to ask you just about the way the season has played out. Looking at some numbers, obviously, Sion James, all 82. So many guys have played high 70 in terms of amount of games this year. The performance staff really kind of hitting the nail on the head this year. Your thoughts on the availability of the players?
Yeah, props to the performance staff for everything they've put together. Pat Chase and his group, I think that they've put together organized plans. Their communication to be able to let us know where the players are on a day-to-day basis and how to best manage them has been super helpful. So their collaboration with the staff has been good, and their collaboration with the players. And credit to the players, too. I think that our group is just between rest, between recovery, between the mindset to want to play through nicks and bruises and want to go out there and compete with each other is pretty impressive. So I'm really happy with the direction that we've made with the availability.
Perfect. Last question. Obviously an important game today. Win this game, you guys have a home playing game. Is there going to be a Vince Lombardi speech? Do the guys understand exactly what's happening here? What's the thought process in the locker room?
Yeah, you know me well. There ain't going to be no Vince Lombardi speech. The object of today, or the goal of today, is to come out here and compete, handle our business, control what we can control. I think that these guys, obviously, we just lost 2 games in a row, and we're looking for a way to kind of just scrap and claw and get back to our identity and play in the right way for 4 quarters. And so looking forward to the opportunity today on the road in MSG.
Thank you for your time. Good luck.
Thank you, E.
Head coach Charles Lee.
Maybe Pat Connaughton brought the play like a champion today from his Irish days. Maybe that's what it is. The Hornets faced the Knicks a couple times this season, but this is a Knicks team that's going to look very different here tonight because of so many guys that are not playing. So do you just throw the stat sheet out the window, or do you still kind of look at this?
You kind of look at it, especially if you're the Hornets. You look at what you've done and what the Knicks have done. You throw that out. But yeah, can we score the ball better? Absolutely. Can we shoot it better? Absolutely. Can we share it? That's the big thing. Only 20 assists in the 3 games. You got to move that basketball and find open shots and not turn it over. You continue to do that, get back to playing the right way, heading into the play-in, you'll be just fine.
Find the open shot for 3, because that's what the Hornets have been doing all season. That has really buttered their bread, that 3-point line. But you live by the 3, you die by the 3. Isn't that the saying?
Life's been living pretty good this year. I tell you what, that may be the most nastiest 3 in the season. LaMelo turns down the layup to shoot a 3. The ball movement and the body movement without the ball is what sets these Hornets up. Look at the guy slide into a window, catch and shoot. When they play unselfish basketball and a guy's got a good shot, but a teammate has a better one, when the better guy gets the ball, shot's going down because you want to make sure that you understand your teammate sacrificing his shot for you. That plays into your mindset and your tenacity and want to make that shot.
How many 3s have they made this season? A lot. I can't do the math right now, not in my brain, but we've got Con Knipple, who currently leads not only the team, but the NBA in 3-pointers made, with LaMelo Ball right there behind him with 267. This could flip-flop by the end of the night.
Well, yeah,
we don't want it to, but
Con's
it could.
looking in his rearview mirror and sees his teammate right there. I think either one of those guys would be happy if the other guy finished first in that 3-point make shot. But just to have 2 guys at the top of the leaderboard in 3-point percentage, 3-point makes in the entire NBA tells you just how important the 3-ball is to winning, that ingredients of winning. When the Hornets make shots, it spurs a lot of their energy on the defensive end, and they've been really good on that end as well.
And it also tells you why Coach Lee said there's no question that Con Knipple is the rookie of the year in the NBA this season. Oh, speaking of rookies, we got a big one tonight. Sion James, he's getting ready to play in his 82nd game. One of 2 players who have even gotten close to playing in 82 games this season. So he'll do that later tonight. Told me, yeah, it is a big deal. We'll be right back.
I actually think we'll be talking about Charlotte for the next 5 to 10 years because they're building a culture there.
Step back for LaMelo. What was that? Transition three. Khan. And the rebound. The spike from Miles Bridges. Relocates. Oh, my word. He's magical.
Gosh, what a fun season it has been. Protect the Hive. That's what everyone's going to be screaming. Got to get the W first so that we can have a play-in game right there at Spectrum Center. It's going to be pretty crazy. I did talk to Kemba Walker, and I asked him, have we seen like an atmosphere yet like it would be if we get a play-in game? And he's like, not yet. Not yet. That place will be insane. I can't wait to see it. 4 keys to the game. What do you got?
Look, we talked about the Knicks are sitting everybody, but the Hornets, you got to be yourself. Don't do anything outside the rim that you've done all season long to put you in this situation where you win and you host a play-in game. But also in saying that, you got to expect the unexpected from the Knicks. They got a lot of guys that are hungry. They're going to get minutes. They're going to play a little helter-skelter. You have to be able to expect the unexpected. You haven't prepared to play these guys. It's all about how you prepare for yourself. And then, like Coach said, get back to the winning ways because if you do host that first round in the Spectrum Center, it's going to be live, similar to an atmosphere here. It's a good experience for you.
Got a lot of storylines going into this one. Of course, that three-point battle between Con Kniffel, LaMelo Ball, Sion James, going to play in 82 games this season for a rookie. What a great accomplishment. And, of course, the Hornets looking to win, and they will be playing at the Spectrum Center. We know fans at home are anxiously awaiting the arrival of their Charlotte Hornets, and so are we. It's a good one tonight. We got Eric Collins. Take it over on the other side of the break.